জীবনের নিরাপত্তা, রাষ্ট্রীয় সম্পদ রক্ষা করার দায়িত্ব এখন আমাদের। তাই সারা দেশের মানুষকে আবারও আহ্বান জানাচ্ছি, আপনারা শান্তিপূর্ণভাবে, অহিংসভাবে অবস্থান নিন এবং আমাদের দেশ গঠনের জন্য প্রস্তুত হন।
A country's terms and relations are heavily dependent upon the kind of history it shares. Well, the betrayal is also one of the most hardest chapters to swallow in the book of history. Well, let me inform you, the current scenario of Bangladesh is becoming harsh and harsh day by day. Let me also inform you that the Bangladesh democracy is highly unsafe because now it is occupied and terrified by the Bangladeshi army. As per the latest reports, Bangladeshi Prime Minister Mrs. Sheikh Hasina left out the Bangladeshi Prime Minister residency to India to ensure her safety. Well, in these few years, the relationship between Bangladesh and India are very unstable. Once the India which supported Bangladesh to get independence from Pakistan by supporting the Mukti Wahini group, now these Indians are being brutally killed. The children are on the road. The women are sexually harassed. Trains to India were burned and the Hindus' houses were being attacked by the army and the local peoples. Bangladesh is on a military curfew. All the schools and the colleges over the country has been shut down, and even government declined the internet and the mobile network services. Nearby 2,500 people have been arrested over these days, and the Bangladeshi locals termed the Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina as the dictator. Understand the root cause of the protest, you firstly should know how Bangladesh got independence. So before 1971, Bangladesh was called as Eastern Pakistan as a part of the Pakistan. These areas were highly discriminated because they are Bengali speaking and there are very less number of people who speaks Urdu. This Eastern Pakistan is also discriminated over the basis of economics because it took over 59% export of all of the Pakistan by itself only and gets only 25% of the industrial investments. They also bring the part of the political discrimination as per the vote of the elections over Eastern Pakistan and Western Pakistan. The majority of the votes have been, but still Pakistani Army General refused the counting and led a martial law Eastern Pakistan. These days were highly discrimination days, where a lots of thousands of peoples were killed, women have been harassed and raped, and children are stood on the road. And the society and the people were protesting, the slums and the localities are burned, and in response of this, Sheikh Mustafur Rahman, who was the politically winning leader, has opposed it and started the protest, due to which he has been arrested by the Pakistani army. And later after the 1971 war, in which Mukti Wahini group of Bangladesh alliance with Indian army to get independence from Pakistan, which led to creating history of largest military surrender in a war, which was more than the 93,000 standing army who surrendered over the Indian army and the Mukti Wahini group to give independence to Bangladesh. Even the Indian government also regulated an advisory to not travel to Bangladesh because the Bangladesh is burning. the fire is not just because of the petrol, but the fire is because of the protest of the common people of Bangladesh. But for what they are protesting and what they actually want? Well, these people want the Prime Minister, the current Prime Minister, Mrs. Sheikh Hasina's resignation. Yes, you got it right. They want their Prime Minister to be changed. Well, as per reports, 98 people were killed and hundred and thousands of people were injured during this protest on just a Sunday. And after seeing all these things, she has resigned and the army occupied over the democracy. Well, it's not the first time army occupied democracy, right? We all know 2004 when the General Pervez Musharraf has shown how harsh the army dictatorship for the country and its neighbor. Actually, every fire starts with a small spark. And this spark is given by the quota system that is enacted over the Bangladesh, which reserves 30% of the government job for the veterans of 1971 War of Independence against Pakistan. Well, why the people are protesting for the veterans? Because it majorly support two kinds of people. First, the one who were from the Indian armies or the Indian dissidents who supported Bangladesh to get independence. And the second are the person majorly supporting the Awami League. And these sparks turn into a forest fire when Sheikh Hasina embarks the protester as the Razakars, the person who supported the Pakistani army during the 1971 War of Independence, which was highly offensive for the people, and this heated the situation more high. Even the Supreme Court enters and abolished all the quota system over the government. But now the protester wants more. They did not stop actually. Since 2009, Sheikh Hasina is continuously winning all over the election, and again she is becoming the Prime Minister of the country. Well, in January 2024, started his 4th consecutive term of his prime ministry. Well, these election results were being boycotted by the opposition party, which is the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, because they think every state institution of Bangladesh is under the Prime Minister. These powers are used to suppress these understate institutions so that he can again and again establish her rule over it. Even the unemployment scenarios of Bangladesh is also one of the major reasons why this protest is going so high. Because as per some reports, 18 million Bangladeshi youths are jobless, which is a major population of the people. These scenarios are going tough, and as per the latest report, PM Modi will assign Indian Army to control this situation over the Bangladesh. Well, I will pray for my Hindu brothers and the Indians who are staying over the Bangladesh to be safe. Until then, I'm signing off.